Galway is very well known for a couple of things. The oyster festivals that they have here at the beginning of September is one huge thing. Another thing is the Galway races. An Ayr Square that we saw there when the first Galway races were here in the 1800s, the very first time they had the Galway races, so many people turned out, 40,000 people turned out. There was no accommodation anywhere, and the police had to declare Ayr Square a camping ground. So they did. So the Galway races today, it's still impossible to get accommodation. Now as we turn left here, to your right, the old town hall, now a theatre, and opposite it, the courthouse. You can see there people waiting for court to be in session there today on the right hand side. These are Georgian buildings built in the 1700s and typical of that time period. Now we're going over the bridge here. Just before we go over the bridge, have a look to your right. You'll see a sculpture, a wooden sculpture of a salmon. Do you see it here, just here near to the bridge on the right hand side? This is called Salmon Weir. The salmon come up the river from the sea, which is to our left, to come up the river here and up the River Corrib into Loch Corrib, up there to the right. It goes up there further. The largest lake in the Republic of Ireland. So here we are, here is Galway Cathedral. We can go in and have a little look at this, folks. One of the things I want you to notice inside this cathedral is the beautiful marble that you will see in there, and the marble floors, all the different types of Irish marble. And if you come with me this afternoon, we'll go and make a visit to the marble factory, and they will tell you all about the marble that we have here in Ireland. Some of it is
Tráthnóinín déanach igen chodhladh Táimse spéirbhean mhaisiúil Táimse chodhladh dúistear bhachallach péarlach ó dréimreach barrachas carnfholt craobhach titim bhaillechrith saighead trím de chealg Táimse chodhladh dúistear
We'll be coming to it.
Buachaillín a thógadh ceannasach Táimse chodhladh dúistear le fornart Táimse chodhladh dúistear go bhfeicead an lá me go
traditional Irish music this evening at 6 o'clock in this pub. 6 o'clock. So you may want to go there this evening. So this is the Collegiate Church of St. Nicholas. It's the Protestant church, Church of Ireland, Anglican church. I'm going to be talking about this again, probably in more detail again, but I just want to make a very quick mention because what happened in Ireland was something that happened all over Britain. In 1542, King Henry VIII decided to do away with the Catholic Church as it was known at that time. And from that time on, he founded his own church, and his idea was he would be at the head of it. Now, if he heard us talking about him today as a Protestant, he would be very annoyed, because he wanted to see it as the new Catholic Church. That's what he wanted. He wouldn't have considered it to be anything else. And the church that he came up with, of course, was one in which you would able to get divorced. That was one of his big arguments that he'd had with the Pope. And until that time, he had had to execute his wives so that he could get married again, which is a great inconvenience. So then you were able to get divorced. And of course, then he was in charge of all the money that was being collected in the churches. In Ireland at that time, we had a huge number of monasteries and churches. Ireland was an extremely religious place from St. Patrick's time in the 5th century onwards. And we had so many. And they were closed down at that time. And you did have the option, though. You could change and become part of the Anglican Church, you see. And in many places, the priest went ahead with that. It seemed to be a sensible option, seeing as there were being so many people slaughtered and murdered, men, women, children, clergy, priests, monks. It made a difference. They were murdered and their churches destroyed if you didn't join in. So some did change over. And this would have been one of the examples, and it's remained an Anglican church ever since, you see. So the older churches in Ireland tend to be the Anglican churches. Catholicism in Ireland was then basically illegal right up until about 1829 was really when Catholics began to have rights and the Catholic Emancipation Act was voted in. And most Catholic churches are built post-1830, all right? So most of them are fairly modern. Now the Anglicans, the Protestants, as we refer to them as often, which is actually a very bad word because it means very little. Within the bracket of Protestants you have Anglicans, Methodists, Presbyterians, and goodness knows what else. But those would be the three main ones here in Ireland. But anyway, among the Protestant community, there would be such a minority compared to the Catholics. Still more than 90% of our population is considered Catholic. For this reason, they have trouble getting money for the Anglican churches. And for this reason, their cathedrals and their churches tend to be very clear about asking for a donation to visit. And many of them in Dublin, for example, the two cathedrals, St. Patrick's and Christchurch, which some of you may want to visit when we're up there, is a paid entry to go in. You have to actually pay to go in the door to visit. So that's why, just so you know, it's not because they're particularly stingy or anything like that. It's just there are so few of them. Now, if you come with me, we'll go and visit it.